All right. Micro minority leader our parliament. And then we say or Kenya no. Na Kenya mentino amwa.
Majority leader, no, stay out of this matter. Stay out of this matter. With ruling.
Open to 268.
It is not within his right to rule anything here.
Please.
What is he going to rule?
Open to 268.
I moved.
2683.
Yes.
2683.
A motion was moved registering our preliminary objection. A motion was moved. We had a meeting with the clerk and him in his office. You were there. We all agreed that the nominee for the Supreme Court should be done in October. Clerk, he was there. We all agreed that let's do the nominees. So what changed? What changed? Why are you always frustrating everybody? Why are you taking the majority too far? And when we talk, we become victims. Why?
Please.
Why?
Please.
He can't rule.
Please.
We have to argue. It's a motion that we raised and stated our grounds.
Listen to others.
The preliminary objection was grounded on our motion. Don't do it.
You listen.
He did.
You listen.
You were my mate.
You listen.
You were my mate. I was called before you. I was called before you.
Chairman.
You were my steady mate.
Chairman.
And you know my law is on soil. So stop what you are doing.
It's very clear. Have you seen the order?
You know my law is on soil. You know, Eche. You know. Don't let politics, make you behave this way. I've raised. He cannot rule. He can't rule. Rule on what? It's a motion. He should tell me where he can rule. We have to take a decision and vote.
That person, please.
It's not fair. We have a right of reply. Let us reply. He shouldn't rush. Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why are we doing this to ourselves? It's not fair. Your own position in 2024, Ayerga, you were there. You said 14 days. Why 3 days?
Honorable
Why?
Minority Leader.
And when we react, you start shouting and threatening us.
Honorable.
And you start to threaten us. What's going on in this country? What is going on in this country? Under a reset. What's going on in this country? In today's Ghana, you can't talk. You can't talk. They will threaten you, frustrate you. That's what you are doing. That is what you are doing. Maintain your own principle. Maintain your own principle. You act out of political convenience. Where is your principle? Ayerga is here. He said 14 days on the 30th of July, 2024. What has changed? Honorable Ayerga.
Let me explain what has changed.
Honorable members, I don't know whether my brother, the minority leader, has listened to himself. You never said you are moving a motion, but you said you are raising a preliminary objection. And all ears have heard you. So when you raise a preliminary objection, your preliminary objection must be ruled upon. That is different from you moving a motion for the House to take decision on the motion. So based on the fact that what I have heard and what everybody, member of the committee, have heard clearly is a preliminary objection being raised on the grounds, which grounds are therefore considered frivolous, vexatious, unmeritorious,
if you got it wrong,
hollow.
I'm straightening it.
Hollow.
I'm sitting right here that you can't do.
So I have done my ruling, and that is the ruling, and then we'll proceed to vet. My Lord,
Chairman, please. Chairman, if you
judge nominee.
Chairman, if you construed that to mean, if you construe that to mean an objection, which you are going to rule, I am sitting right before you. You cannot say that the horses are bolted, there's an empty stable. Stop it. This is democracy. Don't do what you are doing. I just got up for a second. They were calling me. You deliberately discharged Senator. I kept quiet. I knew the traps you were setting. I knew what you were trying to do. Let's not do this ourselves. We are not helping democracy. If you construed our objection and the motion to be nothing like that, please, I'm right here. You can rule. Let us debate it. Let's vote.
So let's debate it.
Yes.
So allow me to debate it.
Sure, I'm happy that you will
put
debate.
it off. I want to debate it.
Let's debate. He can't say he's ruling.
Yes.
You don't have the power to rule. Let's take it, and then you use your majority
let's
to
debate
vote
it.
against us. We'll be satisfied.
Well, that was Honorable Alexander Kwame na Afenyo Markin. When the position to send a bush for Mokano, he talks too much, and I hate to say he knows everything. Omunipa on respecting but even on money order or see onti. But I know very well say 2028 yang go pon ya adum net nkwam kwadia. Odobe mo say Honorable Alexander Kwame na Afenyo Markin parliament dano omuremu. And I know say latest by December micro minority leader nekitara ne beje finisem because if NPP does not take care papa will be more 50 seats in parliament. Because didn't na oye ni de suban na order na dino Ghana ni sebe oya akwala fi ni ya wono kwa na say papa we there is something absolutely wrong with him. Ye unya politics a say ni yero ya make in parliament and say politics o say enye kasa dodo enye kasa big and am Ghana footy. Sometimes the more you start to open your mouth na say Ghana ni bia hu say sebe nkanyansa obi wa no kro obi antiasma woka. And that is something I think Afenyo Markin ought to listen to himself. And so take it time and then assess himself. Say, "Adi me yesu Ghana for pe and Ghana for pe. A dear partner meet me aye. I'm a Ghana for who say me so be a micro minority leader. And ne kasa dodo na na say ni did no because adi we parliament down move them. The parliament still goes on until we did any day. Did they no and only day kasa na wo kasa it doesn't change anything because whether you like it or yes no vetting it because all micro minority the parliament na every year. Enti obekasa ene nyankopon dimunti NPP for kasa Ghana ni bia na dwemu da Hotinki Street bia na enti on because you think say na nyankrofo no mte akonwa so na another 8 years ufiri akonwa so no 2 years kora mayo onso still no so ho hyehyɛ otia ade a okota something years one we kora o mabiem Ghana one we ni ya Ghana be one party state because of Honorable Alexander Kwame na Afenyo Markin omunsuya de NPP for munsuya de. You people need to learn. You people need to listen. Go to the grounds. To send here, you kind of do simple research. More than my bon crowd, I'm for Musa Dankwa. No yet research. I'm busy. Say, and some more can did na more yeno. So Ghana footy and a Ghana funty. That is something you people need to listen because they Ghana no yeah. I'm for pressure. I'm for so Charlie. Pressure that man for so Ghana no. And yes, I kasa do we no muti. And then ask yourself, well, surprisingly no, I've done a research. Ghana for a TV and a radio no. Ekakrebio. Obi ada tin nya no pa no fa the phone ko TikTok. Okodo hu Afenyo Markin pa no was screw. And then di Afenyo no. Whether we can come here and then do research and then show you say di Afenyo Markin the Ghana be empene wati. Papa ni hu ye na parliament da no say ne ono friend ho political class and political elite no obedi agoro parliament da no obi sign ho onwuram biem no akwa ne oye no also likely na so unlikely also yere so nye member of parliament say ne ga mo chichi Millicent mo waro mo yo o yere nye member of parliament ndi ye hon wa otido
somebody votes for you, somebody supports you. It's because they want you to do things for them. I understand that. There's no need for people to go to my yard, say.
That is exactly former president Nana Dango Kufa the foot away or the NPP for one can of Chima and one can in Kransa and one can table or Kawashanti region, the stronghold of the party. Osi kukurumutin eyemwamodia se ujimi na otie futu na se o member of parliament na Afenyo Markin na be se kwa akoto abana mana na do se wa wasem o se mfa ne ho o de se o to na o se wa dwen no unyusu na ne Ghana ekoi the president Jordan mani Mahama ye ne Sameja Mfimu ye ne Emmanuel Kojeje Kumu ye Elizabeth Fusoja and NDC aban papa where the national chairman of NDC on trafa or kwa probo making sure that the party no general now so NPP for the party nagasa no and form who and my party never Afenyo Markin because they know very well say they are not coming onto power anymore. It is over NPP now no election omko regional chairmanship in regional positions now omko sound kwasne woman no and omsan the party ni show monsa. And I'm telling you, national elections omsan we sound kwasno no that show monsa because they know say and then say be no person ni sika kwase NPP mbiem because do sika kwase no sika ebehye. What I say It's a very, very simple advice for them. Say the candidate Japan kind of say NPP before they will stay in opposition forever because among your against almost the same.
Jimmy, MPP for Mama Jimmy, Papa, will stay in opposition forever.
Okay.
MPP for Jimmy, MPP for Jimmy, we will be stupid people. I don't know why I belong to that political party. They are idiots.
They are idiots and pa. No money, because he met them. Now, no Kevin Taylor can be. I said, all those I didn't like that kind of style. No, Casemira Baumia. Any Dr. Sledge and since be Kofan and Nama Brown DB Gramo. And before Jimmy Nibi no, send a Japan can man know. Would it see any NPP Nibi ever can? Or see NPP for a man and Nama Brown so Omre no Meina no. The more and Nama Brown no, no security about would it see.
Mac Brown and Nana Mac Brown. We are or bad time, or Ghana, would be a more respect. But so to make sure, so put in trouble. I'm a Kevin Taylor. No, I'm boating one fancy and go on boating. I no one yes, but Kevin Taylor mentioned your name. Say, I'm a crow and Yano, I said, Papa, Timber Clay with you. So, what we are dear, I said, dear Kevin Taylor come. Almost 3 days or 4 days, Kevin Taylor make this wild allegation against Samira Baumia. Who or Bawi, Nanama McBrown, who nyam Bab on Timber make any statement. Fano say, or no Nanama McBrown and Kobe. Can't ask him to no swap. You be feel happy. Or no, I worry for. That Kevin Taylor to my boot. I'm telling him, he should advise himself. So one person on MP, you for no, yen and a penny banter, and I say yen and a penny social media insulter. You should rather come out to say, hey, as a man Kevin Taylor kind, men are kind, and now say, dear Kevin Taylor can be new motion. It's in an Mama Brown. Would say a phone call, I would say a casa, yes, row. As a man, your boat, you know, be you are, yes, row, be you are. Mamma could do Mrebia ever call no can say MP before town because your mark can Kevin Taylor can is very dangerous to you, even your personality. Say we can drop young maso. No be as Samira Baumia.
Well, we bet my friend on +358 4653 72649. Once I call with Jimmy Pa. If you say boyo, say once with Jimmy Pa. Say Kevin Taylor can't sem afa Samira Baumia home. Sena dancing in Nama McBrown. Ope anuya. Why na eso kwano? And yes, Samira Baumia na eso conference. Omeno me ina because Samira oh ya baware for ukunu epe president di. And another private citizen. Atana ne private show so accuse wo say wo Ghana ni bi na mo ene woda. O say na Nama McBrown mum ne mama ina no. I'm say hey, akwa we power Jimmy there. Na Nama McBrown ina no wo dey na be yama. Dey na be yama.
Kuli is calling me to come and buy. Kuli is calling me to come and buy. But I have no money. Kuli is calling me to come and buy. 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 But I have no money. Kuli is calling me to come.
Well, we are back again. Inti Krachi, mi bacho ofra in the comment section so beti mi do abien chiraba. Ubeti mi afre live on the show so na me do atoso. Inti Krachi si on na Mama Brown mum ne mama ina no. Ti asem ni yo. As to say, obi ni Samira da and obi ni Samira ndai. Ba onu na Samira Baumia na who is the center stage in the hall. Say NPP for person mo do mani bere mum kugu Samira Baumia so aden ya o se Kevin Taylor aboni din. Nim nyansa ade ekoso mpam aya to pono no ehɔ no ɛna wo de wo se wo asemka na asem na wo kana wo nko nipa na ya boni din no na mum ne evidence wo ya dance ni no ɔno na wo kwa akɔtwe na Samira Baumia no ɔno onye nipa ana alaji Baumia kwa ye na yere a obi beka se obi ne wo yere da no ɔno do ko yina no se da wo ko sa na yiri ti insane na se de tam krofo we wudi o machi a NPP for the se na ye kan na bia de wudi se gufo we chechale Jimmy ne ya doso comedy central country me bi ma menti ase ebi ne a Maybe one mentality, but men can messages and whatever they be now. They say they cry there. My better NP before we defend them, baby. I cry and I say, no more say, "Boo, Obama mom say, I go I say, I mean, no ever from." Rico Zebra, can we tell him knows what he's talking about? Well, you know, those kind of things in the media, and I think it's a private issue, right? So that is how I see those kind of things. Why? But I don't know even why they want to drag the party in this and then go and say they are going after the Nama Brown. May and Fabi whom share the Nama Brown, baby. But as to say, Nipana, 75 Honankasa, the news of your attention. We have search persons in parliament. All right, Minia, maybe I didn't read your message very well. Afenyo is in parliament right now, fooling as we speak. Oh, don't mind him. There's any people with you, wouldn't even hear. Oh, you know, be in your Afenyo Markin. I say NPP for who say Aquano or Baby good party in the demo. But some man few many before they realize now you too late. I don't care about anything. Yeah, Emily, they can. What they did same to President Mahama. So let's use it to stand the same heat. And I say anyhow, no. So be a way, Jimmy, no. Or no, or I say, walk hospital and doctor war panny, no. Panny no, the one can wish I want it. On the song, so be I ever want a panny in the video, say, hey, send a panny in here. Afenyo is an empty barrel. He makes too much unnecessary noise and first class attention seeker. William Cap, the other banner. Name, Bibiabo there. Sana, I don't say. Zigma say he arrogant and Kwan Afenyo. He is very, very, very arrogant. Again, I want to say, you know, these kind of people, no, they seek attention. And the attention is so siki na say ma. I feel the bones say now it was need a new opportunity. Make what minimum into you be as. I've been thinking, Zenato, it's a member of parliament. Ayaraga is a member of parliament. Per the constitution of the country, to become a member of parliament, you know, you need to hail from Ghana, be of 21 years and above. And say nipa na member of parliament, you need born as a minister. The internet is a better say Baba Fetino. Me said that say. Sometimes in Ghana, name bo I just say you free point because the money be below her, me dream no. And said I'm fashion ma because if you understand what I'm trying to mean now in the comment section and answer offering so wait me at the wadrin children because nipa na a member of parliament dada. We parliament danum. Enti e die intina ye be ka say yes ye be yi sa nipa no as a minister. Most yen say fa no kwatena say na yen go for obi ti say Afenyo Markin. Na Afenyo Markin be vet nipa na so maybe say the question based on them. Because only nipa na the parliament danum dada. Enti say oh question bi say na I think by now what maybe say nipa those kind of questions no. Enti nipa ni bi why ye Ghana. Well me share am say but e bi na wa hwem no so no adwin bi wo you think that is the reason why we do all those kind of things as well. But you bet me can't change because me personally there mentiase say to say be a member of parliament no be enemy na say be a minister and I say ministerial appointment be na say who be say questions be fine and no president you know our appointed authority knows me already and you know I think the idea I imagine say and say be publish everything about me in the newspapers and other things but to go and sit down and then Afenyo to me be so be say Oshemia Diana Obi bisa say can't be between can't meanwhile it's not Afenyo Markin any veteran. So me personally I don't see the point in Anima Nemana yes I got in a parliament and maybe I'm right maybe I'm wrong I don't know but my personal viewpoint as I'm making you but America because me there are some things in Ghana personally I don't support those kind of things. They say MMDC says but say me personally I don't support it. And I don't see the importance of it. Because Ghana, everyday politics, you know, all those kind of things, you know. I just say, and the President John Domini Mama, a commission projects or catastrophe for projects. Now we are not discussing about Animana, but rather we discussing Afenyo Markin did that or parliament. So what is the importance of that? Afenyo Markin and ye daji eka Afenyo Markin asem no e die pa na sa anema no e de ye me nim de maybe wa we me no ozo wa adwefufuru bi fa ho de ba me de me nse de hu ade wi ete parliament de mo na ye koye ho a Afenyo bra ye jai ne ma president ye ni nya na ye nka president ade na asem e na fe de ye discuss Afenyo Markin. I don't see the point in that. The pacho ubetimi de wa dwen kire nso aba based on sa anema nema ya ye kan nyina because mine no ay chale ya me ya Ghana na ye twe Ghana kwa chiri too much. Twe Ghana kwa chiri too much. But nema na ekokoso no Well, anyway, but your person friends who number near +358 4653 72649. But your water Chiman South be another Quacotoba Jazz represent life and also with me ato Abana Edia my jazz and a Monaco so our life into these two persons and me my favorite jazz photos. Jazz we have a there. All right. That is something I think that we need to also think as a people because mine yeah, when you be duplicating some functions, I be do some functions need duplicated. It doesn't necessarily bring anything to us. The same in the market. And before a very tactical. Afenyo Markin share that na dewe we yen oye. Nema President John Domini Mahama eko kati sort airport in a monumental project, significant project. Enti Afenyo ye na bi say me be ye de na say adiba president ye no. Then we go and go after Afenyo Markin. Then we are discussing Afenyo Markin. The whole attention is on Afenyo Markin. NPP 4 years, when John Domini Mahama was the first administration. Any day, when the president, DBS Ghana, you discussing. No, Makofa, the Fumbi Baby Boom. Now we rather shift attention, discussing Sadi, living at their president, and at the end of the day, and then Ubisa Ghana for, Opa Ghana for 10. Bishop Mose and the president, Echo Airport, Diano Koye, Omu, because the attention was on Afenyo Markin. Mr. Mendy for Mama Yam's animal in because the group of no media go no. Omo ye nipa bone for ankasa. Enti wo fa ha no the way shall, who ha no the way shall. That is how it is. The issue is to tailor vetting to relevance. I don't know, Zegma, maybe you can be clear. I don't get what you are trying to mean here. Meaning ya bibia boko there. Yami adu so me ho ye pa. Udi ni say Africa here.
US.
All right. Minia, Yonko, or live on the show.
Yeah, now you were talking about the why you don't understand why they vet
ministers.
Ministerial appointments.
Yes, especially those people who are already members of parliament.
Yeah, I think this is my own opinion.
Mm-hmm.
I think the appointments are made by the president,
mm-hmm.
and parliament represent the people.
Okay.
So I think the reason why they are vetting them is to say that, hey, Mr. President, this person you are appointing for him or her to come and serve us, the people,
mm-hmm.
is the person qualified to do the job.
Well, in your view, what does qualification mean here? Because the person is already, let's take Zenato, a third-time member of parliament. So what kind of qualification again are we looking in here?
The fact that you are a member of parliament don't mean that you are qualified or you are the best person to occupy the position that the president is appointing you for.
One will say you're making another argument here, right? Let me explain what you're saying here.
Because there are so many people in parliament, and mm-hmm. any of them mm-hmm. could be put in that office.
Yes, because the constitution says about 70% of members of parliament, the ministers should come from members of parliament. Meaning, yes. Parliament belongs to the so-called 70% of becoming a minister. So meaning the qualification of a threshold of a minister no depend jumping at the Euro Parliament now. Do you get my point? So why do we still vet the person?
Yeah, you are correct.
Because some 70%. So what qualify?
Yes, what qualify.
So why do we still need that?
On your show say Afenyo Markin economics tools.
Mm-hmm.
So the fact that Afenyo Markin is our parliament,
mm-hmm.
all the minister of parliament, minister of finance, commander, because one year economic, one share economics.
Say president be Afenyo Markin him command and minister of finance. Why is this bono? Is it Nipana position?
So just because Nipani a member of parliament, ultimately minister.
Let me build this analysis and listen to it very carefully. The Constitution of Ghana say, as we speak, I think the amendment proposal is there to change those kind of things. But as we speak, at least 70% of ministers should come from members of parliament. Meaning, the moment you enter parliament, what jump here 70%, And then president is the
Yes,
appointing authority.
30%.
President is appointing authority. So president also checks you before Mahuse be a call finance and a call tourism. That is appointing authority. Why you appointing is also a right to say there be message. And so the moment you accept it, so no, you already qualify to be in the 70%. So if that person, no, according to your analysis, no, doesn't fit the position that man now, why you say this bono? And you are no, and I said the appointing no.
Yes.
Do you get my point?
Yeah, I get your point. You know, I'm just sharing my thoughts.
Okay.
You know, I could be wrong.
Oh no, you're also right. Mine might also be wrong. Me might be see a cophobia or a member of parliament. Yeah, why not? We don't even know the person. The person might be a Ghanaian of sound mind, 18 years and above, and hails from our constituency. So we don't have much information about that person. But when that person belongs to the 70%, I don't see why we have to let Afenyo Markin distract us from Nema Ekoso Mind based on this kind of simple things. It is law. We might change it or we can decide to keep it. That is my personal proposal. And to me, I know you are 100%.
Yeah, material program part. So today I just decided to share my thoughts.
Oh, why are there? Person that's a 5 minutes.
Okay, let me finish.
All right. And many viewpoint, I totally agree with him. Zegma said, Emily said, not everyone can do the work, so through vetting, they will know you are good to go. If I one will be a vetting, you're appointed as a minister, and I am nominated as a vetting. You know who's a new one to me. Me say that maybe one will be that. Me say that will be that. We only go there to make unnecessary noise. Zegma says MPs are voted into office. Minister is added position needed for competence. Exactly. So once the person jumps and qualifies to become a member of parliament, the person is competent enough. Mind you, minister, you have qualification behind here. Untimin kase, you have finance minister. I just ukita HND or a PhD in economics or in finance. It doesn't work like that. The president, who is the appointing authority, and a bet never be or the whole call. You po a vet. I don't know. Aquacosi education. Any other positions? Many of you have there.
Yeah, you have done now, swear.
Me ho ye pa o de wa dwen kire bo.
I was not getting clever.
Ye nkwa amenia.
I'm saying project 9 already built the money Mahama following here. Yeah, very nice.
Yes.
I hear that I could hear. The president say, and Paul is saying, and President, they work at this sort of project. Now, the whole vetting process, say the question which I need, Afenyo Markin more okay.
And what I'm making.
Every before, second time before you mop out.
Aha.
So I go for the call on cheap program, say, Caben, yes, I bet in a need that.
There be.
Caben, yet that. Caben, you have book cheap. Oh, okay. MPC, so say, I want to get PN in the PN by any show. What is the young will never be so much. The problem is how to live it as a power rate.
Sir.
So, yes, well, yet, my mentor will incite to that when I find them fun to move into that. Well, you have to abide me. You are members of parliament. You are humility. I don't see the reason why the Linky are compared to you. What before back plan, what checking out backgrounds are checking
national security to me.
Oh, now yes, I am away, never say what. I might very delay. I might mind for them 4 years to bail. Sunday man 4 years in so bang. But see, Sunday man, if you are what point in India could defense. What's a background in everything? No, straight away, one way in that's on Gemra. I don't see the reason why don't you have of vetting. Now, remember to market here, who's who are back now. Yes, animal, you are son and find when the chance are. And of course, I saw some president talking to you. That was saying, I want to be swear over. ansana ko
Mfa so bi ani so.
Mfa so bi o sa ade en so.
Yes.
Ti ben ko ade a yen tum na ni straight away. What point ni fra wa point onko yen na mine done them. This is when we yen try do so for the mama ata. Nka time wa point ministers. Nka how are you being and say why? Nka vet ministers it was a cup the Kenya to you. Kenya vet you. Kenya vet. Era so ye. See the me ya dum na ni man get shop na India. I want to look smart. Na you to be and them na ni sani man to na ya so be ba. Sa shadia e be boa. Ba ma member about to issue ni jan fuck up ke o die pa me kai wa get. To my south. Wow. Honorable Mutaka, if you want to get him on fire and cohonum, on fire and coho, go for a bobe to the evidences are there. But any report here, all my fake report and tell them because up as a mama, all resign. And sad, your mama, you repeat. Mama, young trader, and come was them. Now you would when in free on them. They let me a caca on them.
That's Minia.
But I will still be.
Minia, we have a call there. Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Pacho, we have a call there.
Yeah, hello.
Pacho, we're live on the show. Pacho, didn't say enough free.
Hello.
Pacho, we're live on the show. We didn't say enough free.
Into Ukasa. But I'm fan to Sonamasa Free.
All right. Inti Minia say one take us on. One was say, Nipadodo na nim say answer na ebe bodi as a minister. My president do di abano. Na national security nyina ba mo obusiafo. Minia ebe abako de.
Yeah, now where there?
Oh, nyame adam ho ye pa.
Yeah, Tahiru ni me free Birmingham.
All right, Minia, yenko.
Na me dey me say veteran say me aye ken. Enka ban no moma won na tuse nipa na ono de no ba be minister no. Ono mom na bia o sa committee no dem. Me a diagnose nipa no ya hwehwe de ho se ma ho se fi bia ni ne ho.
Sa na ye.
No appoint no.
Sa na de ba Ghana
for do ya ba veteran ho. Make am ready na word mom Ghana na driver ni akọ interview. Oko tra se na ebisa no question na obi man na say American president ni yere friend say.
Hwe.
Ono so man na so na say me nko ho da.
Eno no.
Obi a wono no driver ni na oba na no oba bi titi sem na we yi ano no. Obi bisa no sa sem. Ebia na we ma tama mo di wait ni part time. So because ni ba no pen asem. Enti wo say interview na oba na obenya promotion enti obe kwan bia so dey afaso aye dey. E dey asem no. Ebia na Afenyo Markin no ye no. No mo di wait aban time okwa. Niam bi aban ye bia awose ehu no. No mo di we nyina ba be kata so.
Basa.
Am fancy ha na.
Me das Minia. Sania medican kan no. Answer na president bi nominate bi anaso obebo obi din say nipa we me man this particular ministry and am de na kwa ha no. For this is how it's been done. President may your background check. Education, national security, eko kura wote so adwuma bia wo se waye because they take your CV. Ade bia waye bia no, ye yes adwuma no, ye di kan vertical. Kura eye te say ya etete broche no, they might even travel to a broche kura wote so to come and check criminal records, a lot of things. Answer ye do dia about one thing. Say yes obi ate wane abody dey say ya ba we as a minister that it doesn't work like that. And yes ana agoro ne tie. And me, I don't even see why we have to still go back to Parliament. Now, 2 days, you say, Vetubi, near beside questions about ministry, uncle Hoda. Sana, I don't know. It may be some ministry, may call interview, be my Kobe beside my question. Emma me the dinner, tell me, Ankasa. Or beside a question, say, any Yanam say, why being your man, I was some beside the answer of the mouth. To say, no, be beside also uncle Hoda. Imagine you be a cannot be say American president did the same. I don't go to American president can answer day. Because this is an opportunity for somebody to say, okay, say me now. To say that Afenyo Markin here no, say me now. Afenyo Markin a meaning crewfobi and also say me now. And then me go and say my Ghana for you now. Meanwhile, at the end Afenyo Markin be so mono. A near Juma be a year ministry in the Nipa Neko. Mfahi mre enye hu e distract attention national television time esen ke de koye campaign advert kra pesika no na ye gina parliament na ye ka asem ba ko na ye wi a ye na asem nipa go through because nipa na president aboni din ko de opewo obey minister me sa na me hu edi maza me hu ade bi a question that have nothing to do with visa bisa sa some fun we akeke. What I say. So sometimes, you know, as a people, you know, they may be who I just say, yeah, na you koye nim. Many about there.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Pacho. We didn't say enough free here.
I am support boating in Germany. There were high and it's a noise with my mom.
Mati, Pacho, Yanko.
Pacho, me so much being to make a cranny said. Last time I am penny way, we are a baby on 1 January before demonstration.
Yes.
And high paper. And then so President Kwako Katis airport. And then some way everything. Mestre say a bit to me. And this phone year or plant near almost so many maybe is a BB president Koye. That's a very and you will be a young to be among cancel that programs.
I also agree with the same thing because Senator Markin under John Dramani administration, these are some of the techniques NPP for you. Any day we say something important, we need to discuss. No matter the food we never discuss this animal. Now if they that President John Dramani Mahama me we now you confess a president akwaje car Burkina and I'm confirmed to ako. Then all the attention shifts there. Can say I'm a president elusu yaba. Sa no motie. And this among others a national discourse I see in everywhere because Ghana ni ote Ghana. Team you. I'm say Ghana ni ote Ghana. Oye of sound mind. Or 18 years and above. All voters ID card or registered in the voters ID mo. Every group so. Say depend qualifies or be a member of parliament. Say depend say qualifies or a minister. Question will be sent for also. Rikus, if I tell you.
Yeah, well, you got it somewhere sometimes wrong.
Okay.
When it comes to say ABR or be an international person now or per se ABR or contest Ghana. Not say ABR Ghana for has to come in and then audit that person and they're wrong. But when say your system now in EU or America, Hanoni in Europe, no, we sometimes live on credit, right? And you know when they come and then the Ghana people, no, once say gold and keep, they got it all wrong.
Which one do you think they got it all wrong? Rikus Tobo Kakramame. The henna also they got it all wrong.
They got it wrong because Sami Jeffy is doing a good job, as to me. But let's say people living in the diaspora who are exposed to credit and pay and go, no. Ghana for
Rikus meet you.
Oh, hello. Yeah, they're going to say, oh, I can't cow or dinner.
Dabbe no dey nkan ka sem dey ka criteria no ho. Nti no nkan ho bi.
Yeah, but with that, no, that's why I got it wrong. Maybe I got it wrong, but the point is, JDM is doing a very nice and beautiful job. And then, me work more me share roads, all constructing with all the place, that was excellent.
Okay.
JDM today is the hope.
Yes.
But sooner he's gone, I will say, Mosquito ni Kennedy Moon now be back together. Now I'm be form be to say a union government now I can champion. Yeah, we get intelligent people, and then they forget about the party lines, MYN. Now I'm be form one union government. With irrespective of your party, where you from, normal move Ghana go forward. Look at Singapore. What they are doing, One Malaysia.
Mhm.
Ghana was in the map before all these countries. So why are we always behind?
All right, Rukus.
Because
Medase.
yes, let us move forward. Why?
All right.
With,
Many have you ever called there? If I should be able to call. If I should to make a. Hello?
Hello?
Yes, if I should line as we didn't say. All right, at Sinte, Mini and me and you know so a year. Well, Mini have you ever called there?
Munufie,
Yes,
why you go need my back?
Medase, Minia.
So, let's share my drink.
All right.
The very now. What can be, but me to me, no, some very in a yapa. Because, yeah, individuals say, yeah, no, say, no, be only power or more, because I'm going to be is the anymore. Ministers in the world, now, parliamentarians in the world, you're born Benimu so ye MPPO, NDC so ye Cocoa Bata so ye Deo. If America had no almost media party or representative ne they are same fee. So if you would see na unim for fee. Because obi to say how I could say no. I'm gonna
Hello? Mini lie at a call. Mini have you ever called there? Hello? If I should to make a. Hello? Oh, Mini line and to me and you know so. Mini, if I should to make a.
oh yeah, me too. I think it's a line you can do.
Yes, okay, and also.
Yeah, now me come this like okay, how I could say they didn't call or say minister for fishery or the title be a creative man no. You decide to be only the no. One be president I na address or be that's okay. But no be my ya ku aba. If you are the one who say next time you are there be to aba malo. No, it media bet you me pay because they also say if I could not go or no more a doctor. You know, be anywhere on to me.
Okay. All right.
The panel we need idea or just say you see a few band get it. Oh, it no you can make say vet in there. Yeah, you to abanity and was the bar.
All right, Minia, Medas.
See, money you my power.
Medas, Minia.
Okay.
All right, Minia, so they are or they buy eno and so no. And I think say also also they supported the idea say yem vete omo. But I think okay, say you kind of use a debatable topic into be our adventure oh so what I say. Sana me de say. Well, many be the message be by Anaba Idi, if I got your name correct in there. I say Dr. Ekospigaba in 1983 failed vetting and 2007 Reverend Kwesi Owusu also was denied ministerial appointment from vetting. Well, Ekospigaba there not necessarily say Ofeli vetting, but rather as of that time almost no one registered voter. And then in the constitution, one will say, me use words be in the 1992 constitution, answer now by a member of parliament. Me was saying, me say, "Uti my argument in here." My argument was say, "Obi a member of parliament. That why do we vet that person?" But Obi a only member of parliament there. Nasi ya dene babe vetina. That one I agree with that. Answer now by a member of parliament. There are some criteria that you need to fulfill. One, you need to be a registered voter. One. You need to hail from Ghana, and that's a particular town from Ghana. 2, you need to be 18 years and above. 3, you need to be of sound mind. 4, among others. Right? Uni criminal records, na se for we go through all those kind of criteria here. Now, so possibly we run parliament, the nominate more minister. Why do we have to call you? There could be say, I saw Senator Rollins say she should tell us her name, who she is, now about Medini, because primary school, because those kind of things are there already. So what is the point? That is my argument. I mean, can't say total vetting and wrong. But I was making it in reference to among members of parliament already. And that is the argument. Now, me say if say Dr. Ikoso Spiogaba wasn't didn't have a voters register as ID card, meaning he did not even qualify to enter into parliament as of that time. He couldn't even be a minister as of that time. He vetting per se, any but the criteria, he fell out of the criteria, right? Good to vet all of them in every 2 years. Oh, really? Emmanuel, I said another. And when I say that we are vetting, Honorable had wanted to warn Muntaka that if he doesn't stop dealing with the 2020 senseless murder of the Chimasta, we shall evoke Bob Chilwa on him. Muntaka, Minister Muntaka, Dino. One day I have to come back on this show and I'm about the West ministers are President John W. Mahama. Edomaba Muntaka we are over top list, we are over top because Muntaka and said who had the cura Muntaka. I said who had the potty Muntaka because Muntaka as you can be you don't necessarily understand that they are officer Minister of Interior to me out of the country. We know that we are so one minister idea. But anyway, it's up to him. We need their president, so but I think it's something like that. Yeah, some but I also any question I'll be to my friend on +358 4653 72649. My main messages are bani be emetwa. If I just say escape message and your bopaye be na above money so. Take my service to give the voters proper training on how to vet. Yeah, because how you vote and our constituency, and I say it depends begin on how so they be out, which will be out. It is up to you. What I say? Well, see, maybe a busan for name the basic one and Yami Adama. Well, Mensaka Ubia Obala so. Minia,
Marco, okay. It's good, sir. Well, maybe Kuma Afenyo in divert president. Do what you could hear in Uncle Shabawi. Yenge Jandam na Yentungu. Na ascend the Yiano and that is it, Asa. Now, aside that one, what's it that you must have me and the Asaka?
Yes.
Security service recruitment. What do you actually cancer my children? When you say up to date, number of forms are better on for with the media dependent for some for in the scam. Then you use that buy any baby. Seriously, this are President won't mean to a fractal household. I saw Benny Jay. I'd go wouldn't try the obey your fire and a fat. Wouldn't so obey your fire and a fat. No one's idea why anybody put to call about the form. This work we have medicals. My friend, when I said to fear. Not funny at the fire.
Be anybody as I fire.
You obey Gina when Gina. What do you get per time? Doesn't make attention. I doubt bow down in a TSU.
All right. Because sometimes, some of the ministers, West ministers and president, Edomabano, Muntaka, Anya Kefa, Yama Muntaka, 2 chances. While we are.
I was all done find them watch it. Watch you. Watch you done find and some other ministers who are also done find. By accident, told me, and MC. Waving so several cobby and process the candidate. Tell the kids you when you rising ready when you can. I'm so good.
All right, all right, I was on 40 and then the basic Hamidini William Munufie among on a platform a Munufie Politics. Sometimes that is how we do it. We go Ghana and so every day we need to bring on board different topics. I bet Mama who Baby Potia, as the Ghana see, because me based on my understanding and my analysis about the things now, a course of Ghana, money be a duplication of functions and then we just waste public resources on some of these kind of things for nothing, right? So we're going to go in there, and we have to be honest. President John W. Mahama, so no, and all the ministers in about more money, be more. Basically, I think that they don't know what they're after. And now say be a more part of the be now, then we need to change some of them. But anyway, we leave it up to the president to do all these kind of things. Until for and then me the basic one and Yamea Adama, China, Messiah Abim, Yankopone Ubia Antena. Bye bye.